Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to set up a chat widget. And obviously, if you're going to be using your platform in ways other than to sell courses, you will have a chat widget available to you. And so to do that, even though you're in the client portal, you're going to need to do some things in the sites area. When you get to the sites area, you're going to see here at the top right that there is an element that says chat widget. You're going to notice then that you've got a default chat widget. What we can do here is we can click on new and we can determine what kind of chat widget we're going to have. Now, in some cases, if you don't have SMS set up or live chat set up, you're just going to do an all-in-one chat or an SMS and email chat. We're going to go ahead and do email chat. And basically, you're going to see here that the chat that you're working on is going to be here so we can customize it. So we're going to go to the styles area. We can take care of the chat prompt. And so, for example, if we click on this element, you're going to see this change where you don't have the picture here. So we can come back here and we can click there, and then there is the agent picture there. So if you don't want to have an agent picture show, you can click on this element and all the customer is going to see is going to be the words. We can determine what the chat icon is going to look like, and you're going to see this here, so we can make changes to it. Right? And so, if you want to do something other than use this particular chat widget and you want to upload your own image, now if you hover over this, it's going to look like it's not going to be clickable, but you can click on it and you're going to see the images that you can use. So if you want to use a different image for your chat icon, you can do it. You're going to see a theme here. Now, obviously, you can customize the theme if you know what you want to do. There are colors here that are there already, which you can use. And so we're just going to leave this as the default, which is blue. Again, you want to change it, you're going to notice here on the right side that it's going to change. Right? And if we do a custom color, we click this, that'll be the element. You're going to notice here that there is a welcome message. So if you want to have something different, you can write it in here, right? So you can make changes, and that's what the customer is going to see when they see your chat widget. And when the customer writes to you, you can then have a custom greeting, right? So you're going to see here that we say, welcome back. It's going to try to figure out what the name is. And then you're going to say, how can we help you here today? Now you're going to go to this element that says widget customization. So you can have the widget appear where you want. So if you want the widget to appear here, which is the bottom right, you can have it appear on the bottom left. You can have it appear on the top right. So again, so you've got some customization on where you want the widget to appear. We can also customize the widget's dimension. So if you know what you want the widget dimension to be, but if you wanted to adjust with a page and you're going to leave it on auto, that's going to be the default area. Okay, so we've done the style tab. You can click over then to the chat window tab. Right, and so what you can do is you can make it so that you're going to have a chat window. Right, and then you can then state what the title and intro is going to be. You can state the additional options. Now you'll notice here that it says Harper Academy. You don't have to have Harper Academy there. You can then set it up so that your website is going to be what's there. So just because I have that there, that's just a standard place. You can have a consent box for HIPAA, and you can leave this in this way. Okay, so we've got our chat window for responding by email and phone. We can also have a messaging area. You can customize the acknowledgement, and you can make sure that the language is what you want. So if you want to see what it's going to look like on desktop, you'll be able to have this here. You can see what it's going to look like on an iPad. You can then see what it's going to look like on the phone. We can make this and customize it so that we have the one that we want. You can call this whatever you want. Right, so once you have all your changes, you can then click Save. Now this can appear on your WordPress website. We're not going to do that in this video here today. And you can also get the code. What we want to do now is we want to go back. And we want this chat widget to show up when the customer is getting their product. And so we want to go back to the membership area. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the portal, and then you're going to go back to the settings, right? And then what you can do here is you can then click on chat widget, and then you're going to select your chat widget. So we just set up a chat widget. We gave it a name, and there's the chat widget. So now you're going to see here the chat widget is going to change. And so now it is enabled. And we're going to click settings. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to test this out. We're going to click copy. Now when your customer logs into the portal, they're then going to see the widget, right? And so they'll then be able to write in here, and you'll then be able to see their response. They will then click send. And then it's going to say that one of the representatives will contact them shortly. Now, again, you have control over what that message is going to say. That could sound a little corporate. You may want to change that message. But basically, we've now set up inside of the place where customers now going to get the video. If they need to contact you, they've got a place where they can then write in their message to you. Now, once again, you'll see this says the Harper Academy. We just saw that you don't have to leave that there. That's just there as a placeholder. You're going to put your website in there actually when you set this up. Okay, so depending on when you see this video, our current video curriculum as available is on AI agents. So if you want to teach your audience about AI agents, you can go to theplrshow.com/AI agents V2, which is our volume 2 course. Okay, so that thanks, and I will see you in another video.